And it varies, you get used to it, but even if it lands here and not completely back here, most people yellow won't be tucked up, so it will still clear them. You can also, if you have teammates holding yellow or something, you can jump up here, find this line, get to this right here, and then follow this line out where it meets this, and then you just can do something like this, little jump throw. It lands on this corner, so it clears if anyone's standing back here yellow, if anyone's here, the entire snowman if they're not holding from here, and it clears most of like side and orange, so it's more for taking like sight and not early. Moving on to like mid. The best hunt is probably up here, so you can just be in cover and do a running jump row toward here. Have to stand a bit more back, like this, or you can throw it higher, like this. And like all of these are just clearing close orange, and like some of boiler if they're not holding right here, and if anyone's pushing up mid. On A, we have two. If you're coming from down here, I would just like throw one here or something to clear close. You can also throw it on top of boiler, but then you have to move a bit more up. And this just clears close aggression and most of sight. We also have one that lands up here, but it takes a bit more time, so people can push up close. But what you want to do then is, you see this line, you walk on this rail to this, and then here we have this line, you want to look a bit on top of it, like here, just throw. And it's kind of finicky, you have to get used to it, like this. And this lands in here, so it clears the close aggression and most of side too. But as I said, it takes some time, so people can like rope or push up here and take a peek first. So if you want to like just clear aggression at the start, you can just do the same as Sova Dart, look towards pipes. And it just lands here and clears all aggression from attack or from the defenders. So over to defense. On A, to start a round, you can of course like do something like this, kind of like the Sova Dart. You can also like wait until they're coming side, and then it can land on top of this, so you can just kind of look like here. Or here and press E, and this clears like most of maze, and it's better for just like stopping the attack or slowing it down. But for early info, A isn't like the greatest, because you kind of just have to throw this, and it gets broken easily. But if you're retaking A, we have some better ones. You can like just throw it on top of screens, and this just clears close maze. It clears like most of top side, it clears anyone that's holding close, 410, some of belt and pipes. We can also, if you look at these slides, look kind of just at the light and the running throw. This lands on top of 410. If you're a bit closer and look more at this light, it lands further back on 410. So it clears like people holding close here too. But like both of those are just good at clearing different angles. And if people are just breaking them, you can just like YOLO something to clear stuff. Over on towards mid, you can of course just like throw some YOLO here, just to clear mid aggression. Or there's no more I want to throw from boiler most of the time. we want to go here, in the kitchen, get here, look like just above, like the middle of this triangle, and do a running jump rope. It can fall down and clear remain, but if you just do it fast, it lands on top of here instead. It still clears B, but it also clears the mid aggression, or if anyone's trying to lurk at mid. And this can be good later in the round too, if you think they are slow walking up B or mid or something. It also clears if anyone's like standing in spawn and holding. But that's a one I would use for mid most of the time. On B, like for just early info, I would use the one from kitchen, because you can, if not, it's probably just this one. It's kind of the same. But if you're retaking, I would go from snowman. I get kind of here somewhere, and just look like we want to throw it here. So you just do something like this, a running throw. It lands on top of here and clears people holding from yellow and people holding like snowman push from here. And if anyone's still like default or some shit. And if you have no control of sight, it also clears down the lane. So yeah, those are the fade lineups I use most on Icebox. I don't make like any Q lineups, because in ranked it's not that useful, and if you're in a team you probably make your own. But like, if you can just Q yellow like this or something, and it gives info if anyone's there, is what I use it most for in ranked, because it just won't trigger and it covers all of yellow. So if you use your haunt to clear early here, like the lineup I show you, and you just throw it yellow, you can miss, but if you just hit here, you can know if anyone's yellow or not. But yeah, that's the fade lineups I use for Icebox.